Welcome back to the Crypto Fiend Studios. I am Ryan Rotolo, and today we are going to be looking into some very positive news in the crypto space, and ooh boy, it gets my juices flowing. Now, before we jump into things, I just have to say thank you for taking time out of your day to sit down and watch this YouTube video, because I'm sure there's a lot of more important things going on in your life. So the fact that you would do that just means the absolute world to me. So I am going to attempt to enlighten your mood today, revolving around cryptocurrencies, by looking into a lot of positive news, as well as later on rambling on about what's really happening in the crypto space in my perspective, that these big corporations and institutions do not want us to see or know about. So all of that in today's video. Now, before we do jump into it, if you're not subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button and join the Crypto Fiend community. And also, we did just hit our 1 year mark on this channel. 1 year yesterday, the Crypto Fiend YouTube channel was created. So again, I have to say thank you guys so much. We've had such phenomenal growth this year when it comes to the overall videos, the subscriber count, all that sort of stuff. And in the grand scheme of things, personally for me, the subscribers number is not that important. All that matters to me is that you guys actually enjoy my content and you always give me feedback, and I love learning from you guys as well. So if you ever see something in a video that's not correct, or you have a different opinion on, please leave a comment down below, because I would love to have some discussions with all of you. So to start things off, we are going to very briefly, look at the crypto market. As you can see, there's really not much going on that you guys don't already know. I'm sure you're looking at CoinMarketCap 5 to 10 times a day. I probably look at it like 20 times a day. But this is what's going on. We have Bitcoin down 1% at around $5,500. It crushes my soul to know that 2 days ago we were at around $6,400. But it is what it is, guys. There's really, again, no reasons behind it. Some people think it's the Bitcoin cash flood. Other people think it's liquidation of exchanges. Anything's possible. We really will never know. So that's all we're really going to be looking at with the market. Our first article today that really gets my juices flowing, really gets me excited, is Pantera Capital CEO: in a decade, billions of people will be using Bitcoin. Ooh boy, just imagine even 1 billion people using Bitcoin. Leave a comment down below what price you think Bitcoin would be if 1 billion people were using cryptocurrencies as a whole. I could see easily a couple $1 million Bitcoin, easily. So down here we have this discussion with the CEO. They had a little bit of an interview with his opinion on the current state of cryptocurrencies, the benefits of it, as well as what he expects to be happening in the future. So in the world of the CEO of Bitcoin investment firm Pantera Capital, Dan Morehead, disruptive technologies usually earn the title category killers. But in this case of Bitcoin, it is a serial killer. Oh my god, that gets me so excited. According to Morehead, this is because it will disrupt dozens of sectors, with the cryptocurrency already having demonstrated the capacity to potentially turn the tables in some subsectors in the financial industry. Per Morehead, Bitcoin's best days lie ahead, as it will be possible to use it to make everyday transactions, such as buying a cup of coffee, over the next decades. Additionally, Morehead noted while the popularization of the internet decades ago disrupted various sectors, the financial sector was largely left untouched. Bitcoin will, however, allow users to render banks, credit cards, and remittance services obsolete by enabling peer-to-peer transactions. It's so true, guys, and keep in mind, yes, Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. We don't know if it's an individual, a group of people, etc., but it's impossible to just disappear. It's impossible for it to just go away. It's out in the world. It's a decentralized platform. There's nodes all around the world controlling it. So it's not like it can just disappear. This would have never happened if it was in a decentralized manner. Say Bitcoin came out and it was centralized. I guarantee the government would find a way to shut it down through the SEC laws, anything like that. Bitcoin would not be around. So that's the beauty of decentralization. It it completely eliminates the control from governments, corporations like Visa, MasterCard, etc., and it is so sweet. So barriers to adoption. Of course, we do have to be realistic on things. Adoption's not just gonna come forward. We have a lot of barriers to plow through. Right now, the exchanges are a bit clunky. They are a little bit expensive, but fees are coming down quickly. One of the biggest challenges currently facing Bitcoin is scalability, as the number of transactions per second is limited to single digits. Moorhead, however, expressed optimism that this would be solved. So the next couple of years are all about scaling these blockchains so that they are able to handle tens of thousands of transactions per second, or even hundreds of thousands. I completely agree with this. Right now, Bitcoin is definitely not suitable for mass adoption. Transaction speed is terrible. The amount of transactions in each block, as well as the fees on exchanges, the overall user interfaces of accessing Bitcoin easily, it is not user-friendly for the average Joe Schmo. You can't just hop onto an exchange real fast and pick up Bitcoin that easily without putting in personal information, all that sort of stuff. So we do have a little bit of ways to go before we can get mass adoption, but it is all coming slowly but surely. We've accomplished so much in 2018, it is absolutely ridiculous. Here to stay. In Moorhead's view, the biggest indicator of Bitcoin's staying power is the high numbers of individuals using it, as this has now increased by more than tenfold. 6 or 8 years ago, there was about 1 million people on the earth using Bitcoin. Now there's around 50 million people that use it. I think in a decade, it's going to be billions of people using it. Just imagine billions of people using Bitcoin alone. Multinational corporations are embracing blockchain. IBM just saw an ad for Walmart saying they're going to use lettuce on the blockchain, and stock exchanges doing Bitcoin exchanges. Fidelity is doing crypto custody, so it's just now reached a kind of mainstream adoption. So that's what this article is all about. A lot of positivity, and we all love positivity. Realistically, guys, the human race, we want everything so fast. We want everything right away. We want to get rich right away. We want success right away. It's not realistic. Things take time. Things have ups and downs. The same thing applies to the cryptocurrency market, just like any other market. Things will take time. I don't know if it's going to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I would be very surprised if it was 2 years from now where we really saw big growth in cryptocurrencies. But of course, anything is possible, and you need to be prepared for it. So the factor that you're watching this video just shows that you are passionate about cryptocurrencies and you are here for the long term. So if you're ever debating of giving up, selling out, and just going back into fiat, sure, you could definitely do that. And you can regret it down the road when you had this huge opportunity and you're on the wrong side of history. Or you could simply just invest, forget about it, and come back when the time is right and see that you definitely made the right choice. So next up, we are going to be talking about biggest department store chain in Venezuela. Goes for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dash. So this big department store in Venezuela called Traki is accepting cryptocurrencies now. They are accepting Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, and Ethereum and Litecoin as acceptable forms of payment. Now you can buy anything in the store with cryptocurrencies, which is so awesome to see. This department store actually has a couple different stores in it. It has part IKEA, Walmart, and Forever 21. They sell fashion clothes, footwear, accessories, household items, and furniture, and it's a location that spans 10 floors. So the largest department store in the country is now accepting cryptocurrencies, including IKEA, Walmart, and Forever 21. So again, guys, it's slowly but surely, and you're not really hearing about this news because a lot of the media doesn't really want to talk about it. You have people like me that look out for these articles, or you guys yourselves go out and look out for these articles, but you're not going to see them on the news. You're not going to see them on the front page that these big companies are starting to accept cryptocurrencies, and I will be talking about that a little later on as to why. So next up, I just found this very interesting, nice little article talking about 20 adoption cases. So just little forms of cryptocurrency adoption happening around the world that no one talks about, no one really sees other than these sort of articles. So I'm just going to go through some of these pictures. This was found in a Walmart, some little candies, Bitcoin candies. We have this real estate advertisement talking about how they accept Bitcoin. They have a huge Bitcoin logo right there. Go on down, we have the CEO of Coinbase hanging out with David Beckham. So that's a big thing as well. We've had a lot of celebrities really starting to come out, talk about cryptocurrencies, boasting about them, all that sort of stuff. So I think celebrities are definitely necessary to really help adoption, to really help give a good state of mind to all of their people that support them, all their fans. Might be skeptical about cryptocurrencies, and hearing it from one of their favorite musicians or whatever maybe might give them a safe state of mind to start looking into it. So keep moving on. We have this advertisement in a Subway on the wall, invest in crypto. We have this little Bitcoin logo on the door at a bar. We have this advertisement. Where was this? It's in just a little community center for Bitcoin. This brew dog in Scotland accepts cryptocurrency. We have this advertisement for Bitpanda on all of these screens in an airport. That is very impressive for Bitpanda alone, let alone cryptocurrencies. So we have Lupus Foundation of America announces that they accept crypto. We have this book. You guys remember the Goosebumps book? Goosebumps. Now they have new versions of Goosebumps, and in Goosebumps they actually talk about cryptocurrencies in one of the stories. So even Bitcoin's being integrated into books nowadays, kids books. So that's really cool to see that down the road we could look back on that. We have taxi drivers accepting Bitcoin. We have just traditional restaurants accepting cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. We have shoes with Bitcoins on them. You guys get the idea. I mean, it's little things like this. I know it sounds silly, but they do matter. They do help a lot. You have restaurant, butchery, and pub accepts Bitcoin. So Samsung refrigerator with Bitcoin on it. ATMs. So yeah, again guys, it's the little things that matter. It may not seem like it, but that's really what's going to bring mass adoption. I mean, you have this stuff all over the news, but when it comes down to when you're walking down the street and you've been hearing about Bitcoin and then you finally see a sign about it, it gets you really interested on wanting to look into it. So what I really wanted to ramble on about, and I'm going to be taking some of this from Crypto Crow actually. I wish I recorded it. I started recording it like halfway through, so it doesn't get the full thing, the full perspective. But when I went to Las Vegas to the World CryptoCon event, there was a bunch of YouTubers on a panel, and one gentleman asked a question revolving around what's your take on what's really happening behind the scenes with these big institutions, these corporations. And Crypto Crow had such a passionate answer, and I wish I had it recorded because I would love to just post it straight to the channel. But he talks about how when we see coin market cap, we see this price of $182 billion. 182 billion. That is not actually the correct amount what's actually flowing through cryptocurrencies. It's more like double that. So it's probably around $400 billion that's actually flowing through cryptocurrencies, but we're just not seeing it. And I know I did that for John Cena. But what's happening is a lot of these big companies that are transacting billions and billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin and crypto, they're doing it over the counter. So they're interchanging it directly between each other so that they don't have to go through a third-party exchange and have the price fluctuation when that happens. So if they were to just go on an exchange and buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, the price would shoot up drastically and the overall market would get greatly affected. and then same thing vice versa if they were to be selling $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So what they do is, say for example, just an example, a company like IBM and Microsoft. IBM wants to buy Bitcoin from someone, so they reach out to Microsoft that has a bunch of Bitcoin. They say, hey, let me buy your Bitcoin, and then they just transfer the wallets, and then they send them fiat currency. So that's what's really going on right now. 100%, these corporations are loading up on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and really getting ready for when the mass adoption comes. So their stocks, their shelves are fully stocked with crypto for when it comes time to create their platforms for selling cryptocurrencies, exchanging, all that sort of stuff. They'll be good to go, and they were buying this entire time. At these dips at 5,500, it's down 1% on the day, but I guarantee these companies are buying up Bitcoin right now, and we just don't see it. So that's my little spiel about what's going on right now. These institutions are here. I mean, it's common sense. We have so many institutions that have publicly said they're jumping into the crypto sphere. It just makes sense to stay involved in cryptocurrencies at least and understand what's going on and keep up to date with it. So that's really all I have for you guys. A little spiel today, something a little bit different. I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting the content again. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary for the Crypto Fiend YouTube channel. 1 year from yesterday, I started this channel, and I honestly never thought it would get as far as it did. And again, I really just thank you guys for supporting my content so much. I am planning on doing a really big giveaway very soon for all of you, as well as maybe an exciting video looking back at all we've achieved this past year. So stay tuned for that. Now, if you guys are interested and you did find this video informative and you're not a part of the community, hit that subscribe button for quality cryptocurrency content in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next.